Hey, that video went well. Hopefully the greed won't consume me. Seriously, if I fall down this low, just please kill me. But I mean, good news, there is something else that's popular that I can, in good faith, compare to Vivzy Pop. I was trying to watch season 2, as some of you probably saw by my community post, and the first episode was so boring, I was like ready to The second episode, I just came up with this joke. In hindsight, it probably would have been in humanity's best interest to, just not share that with the world, but I digress, because hey, there's another edgy, swear-a-lot show where you get to redeem some bad guys. Oh, that sounds familiar. I wonder how they compare. Well, I know the internet's gonna like one and not the other. It's just bound to happen when you have Batman himself in it. Or I guess in this case, Man-Bat, not Batman.
Today I want to show you something that will undoubtedly scare you, have you trembling in fear, wetting your britches. And no, it's not a picture of me without a beard, but it is something equally as terrifying. Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did, you coward.
Night movie.
The premise of both of these shows is that there's essentially a rehab center for the dregs of society, one in hell itself and the other for supervillains. One is an officiated organization and the other is kind of based on hopes and prayers. One, a much more experienced protagonist. So there are going to be things I'm not going to compare. I don't think it's, for example, good faith to compare the protagonist trying to rehabilitate because, I like Robert a little more, especially in season 2.
Whoa.
Charlie's been just trash. She's been awful, man. She's been so annoying because the thing is, she is supposed to be naive and Robert is experienced. So that premise alone, they're not very comparable. However, one thing that Robert is pretty similar in is that, he is pretty empathetic towards his crew. In fact, they actually show that better in this show. And that's the first thing we're going to compare, how the actual rehab program works. It's a lot more focused on the rehab in Dispatch. Of course, it's a video game. You can choose who to let go, and there's a lot of choices. It's a telltale game. It's basically just a story where you can choose certain scenes and how they play out. Season 1 of Hazbin Hotel kind of neglected that stuff in favor of the Angel plot, which should have been season 2, especially now that they are focusing on it. And Charlie is just not really bonding with the people as much as she should have been through apparently a year's worth of time. So that's going to be a point to Dispatch. Yeah, I don't even know what that was supposed to represent in hindsight. Let me just fix the winner screen next time. I do want to be fair with what I compare. Hey, that rhymed. I'm not going to compare the villains because we know basically nothing about Shroud so far from Dispatch. He's just a masked villain who's mysterious and scary. In terms of appeal, like obviously Dispatch and the characters they actually have you be attracted to, like the romance options, they're actually hot. All the hot characters in Hazbin Hotel, they're in the background. Sound like a fucking goonie. But I mean, I do hate just how they're like, oh my god, Brandon Rogers is going to make a character want to screw their boss again. Like, I'm sick of that.
Ew. No.
Then again, Dispatch might not be any better since you can date your employee Invisigal. Then again, it's Invisigal. I mean, come on, it's Invisigal. I mean, it's Invisigal. I mean, it's Invisigal. I mean, come on. I mean, even ignoring jokes aside and personal preferences for what you're into aside, I think the romance is definitely better written in Dispatch. It's always it's either too out there or too plain in the Helluverse. Like, oh, look at the happy Vaggie and Millie. They love their partner, and that's their only trait, aside from being tough. Or it's just a bunch of dysfunctional relationships like Stolas and Blitz and nothing more. So obviously Dispatch gets the win there.
Why are you changing your name again? What's wrong with Vaggie? Because Adam gave you that name, and it's demeaning. I feel like I gotta give myself one, you know?
Millie too. This is gonna be as short as it is surprising because Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel are both notorious for swearing too much. But thing is, it's not the only show that does that, and it's actually hot take. Dispatch's swearing takes me out of it way more. I might get flamed for this, but I mean, speaking of flame,
You, all of you.
I heard her. That was out of context. It's just one character who swears that much, and he was mad. And
What a fuck is that?
Orgy time?
I mean, the thing is, Helluva Boss, Hazbin Hotel, both pretty bad with too much swearing, especially frustrating when characters like Charlie and Alistair were kind of supposed to not swear as much. They just say it as much as everyone else these days. So it does get irritating, and the reliance on that type of joke and the placement in conversation is pretty bad. However, I actually think it might be more frequent in Dispatch. I swear to God, hear it like 4 times a sentence instead of 1. Whatever, maybe that's wrong. What isn't wrong is that Dispatch is a more down-to-earth tone. So just hearing the swearing takes me out of it even more because Helluva Boss, they at least, and Hazbin, they at least have the cartoony antics sometimes. Hell, even in episodes I disliked, like that episode where Charlie just was terrible to Angel Dust the whole time, at least her Danny Do-Bad persona was pretty funny. Some of the coworker-esque swearing does ground it a lot, but it goes too far. There's so much swearing in Dispatch, and Hazbin Hotel as well. I actually think the humor is better in Hazbin Hotel. Crucify me. For a less controversial Hazbin W, in terms of visuals, like copyright, I for an eye Jesus would not approve. That is something he wrote on his tomb. Just turn the other cheek. You're looking weak, like copyright.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Dr. Pepper and they give your ass coke.
I hope you order a Dr. Pepper and they give your ass a Coke. That is not something that you would really want to happen, right? Because you were looking for a Dr. Pepper.
For the tiebreaker, writing. And I really hope I don't have to explain it because it's either I won't explain it or I'll take 20 hours to explain it. I prefer the former. I'm very lazy. Dispatch wins. The internet doesn't hate me. We can all go home in peace. Who fired Sonar and who fired Coop? We can't forgive people who fired Sonar. Reddit will not forgive you. If you like animation, sub to Alecations. Yay. Bye.
That could have been ugly.